Greetings, everybody. I got Todd's Panera drink. What do you got here, Todd?
Just
not good?
no, just a little too much coffee.
I'm an anti-Panera guy. Overpriced, overhyped, junk. I have not been to Panera Bread since they built it here.
Here's
in
what you
town.
got to do.
I'm protesting.
You got to go there. You need to order
I'm not going
garden
there.
avocado. Substitute the bread with an everything bagel. Substitute the egg white with scrambled eggs. Add bacon. Then
and it's like $17 for that.
It's $6.
And I'm not going.
It's freaking good.
No, I refuse.
It will.
If I never eat Panera Bread again the rest of my life, I will be okay with that.
How is it gets to this time of the year and just the anxiety of just trying to get everything done? Are you feeling just like, whew?
Yes.
Dude, I am just feeling like, whoa. Man,
It's November, and the time, it's like there's this build up to November, and then it's like we're here. We're in the moment. Every day, every second, every minute, you just feel getting closer to the end of the rut, right? We're just, like the window is getting smaller by the second as we sit here. I think that's what causes the anxiety is we're just feeling like, oh my God, I have to go. I have to die.
I know.
And it's crazy because you want to forego all responsibility in life. You want to just completely forget.
I wouldn't. If I,
you want to completely forget about anything else in life and just go hunting. And it's not really a reality.
That's not reality.
But that's what we want to do.
Well, I know it is, but we're here.
Here we are.
Business had a lot of good meetings this morning.
Yep.
And speaking of the Hunting Lease Network, I had a shooter show up on my lease.
Sponsor alert! Hunting Lease Network. Go get yourself a lease if you need one. If you're
I
hey,
had a shooter show up. I'm going. I'm
on
waiting.
trail camera.
Yeah. Nick's coming into town.
I saw on Nick's Instagram. You didn't even tell me Nick was coming.
I told him.
I saw Nick's Instagram. I was like, oh, that was nice. I found out on here that Nick's coming to hang out.
I
so
told
I messaged
Nick that
him.
If we cannot kill a deer in the next 4 days of being together, he's fired. We're done with each other.
So it's his fault.
No, I mean, I could screw up. It could be my fault. But, like, we are going all in. We are going as hard as we can go. That's why I took today off. I'm like, dude, he's young. He's got a lot more energy than I got. So I'm like, you know what? I better just – I need a rest-up day. So today I'm home. I charged the batteries. It is good to have
a day to just, like,
I slept
refresh.
Almost 9 hours last night. I feel like $1 million.
And we're at that time change now, which I hate. I hate the time change.
See, because I'm an early bird. I like it. And when you're done hunting,
dude, when it was light at 7 a.m. this weekend on Saturday, that was amazing. Because I only had to get up at 5 to be out there in plenty of time, which 5's doable. Now it's like 4, and now, especially if you travel to hunt, it's like it's dark at 5, and you're like, okay, now what am I gonna do? Like if you're not at home,
you're getting up at like 3:45 in the morning. It's nuts.
Yeah,
I got up at 3:45. I went to one of the hardest spots to hunt on one of these places of mine, dude. I mean, it is like an adventure. By the time you load up the bike, get on the bike, have your backpack, have everything there, buzz this, all there, climb this mountain, get into the stand. Like, oh my gosh, dude. And it was the first time going to this new spot of mine, and I didn't have my bow hanger in. Oh, it was just a cluster, but it was a good hunt. I saw 5 different bucks. It was a fun hunt. Good morning.
I just love, like, your explanation of like, this was terrible. I had to get on my e-bike. I had to drive out there. It was horrible. I got there and oh my gosh, I didn't have a bow hanger in the tree. It was just, oh my God, it was terrible.
Well, you know, a first set, I don't know. It's so weird. You hang a stand, you're like, okay, this thing is great. Yeah. Then you get in it and really hunt it. You're like, okay, this is crooked. I'm not high enough. You know, the tree, that last spot where I have a ladder, the tree comes out like this a little bit. So you're like far away and you're trying to get in. So I ended up moving all the sticks, redoing everything before I left.
That sounds exactly like you.
I like stuff to be just perfect. There's nothing better than when it's perfect. Dude, my OCD was just kicking in. I just thought I wanted to be perfect.
I understand.
Gosh, it was a good hunt too. Come on, did you hunt? You were out Saturday morning, dude, with that fog. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Come on. I don't think I had any fog.
You
that
didn't?
I saw on
dude.
You mean Sunday morning? Yesterday morning?
Oh yeah, you were in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was in my kitchen.
Was it yesterday? Oh yeah. You were in the
morning.
kitchen. Yeah. Dude, it was so sorry, bud. It was so freaking awesome. I got that footage of that big buck dude, and he's not. Yeah, past him. He's a nice buck. I want him to live, but that fog, and you'll see it. And he's, oh man, dude. Then I had a couple of grunts, dude, and you got your binos up, dude, and I'm looking over the CRP, and you cannot find them. It's so foggy, but you can hear, and you're like, oh my gosh, just step out and be the 200-incher. I don't have it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That didn't happen.
Yeah, I have not heard a grunt this year. I was thinking about that.
It was a fork, by the way.
It doesn't matter, dude. It's still like fun. It's still fun.
It is fun. It is.
I've seen a few bucks hit scrapes. That's about it. Yeah, it's been relatively slow for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's been like fire hot. It's so typical for the first week of November. Like you talk to a couple of people. It's not even really the first week, like the end of October and these first couple of days. I talked to my one buddy and he's like, holy shit, dude, they were grunting, snort, wheezing, chasing. You got those first does coming in the heat and boom, that's where the bucks are. I had another guy I talked to on the way into work today and he saw 9 different bucks come streaming in after a deal. But I
haven't seen $9 all season.
I'm just saying though, you get in a situation where you have a hot dough and you have $9. We've talked about this in the past.
It's feast or famine.
It's 100%. You're over here going like, how can I not see $1? Well, it's because you got one hot dough, and until they start to really, more doughs start to come in heat and they disperse more and they start looking for more girls. It's just the way it is.
Sure.
But Justin was in the kitchen on that frosty.
Yesterday,
you couldn't hunt tomorrow? You couldn't hunt yesterday morning?
No, I had stuff to do at home with kids yesterday.
Gotcha.
So
we got a big trip coming up, so you got to make sure you get all the brownie points in. We never did have the conversation I wanted to have of all the crazy things. Comment below, guys. Come on, don't bullshit me. Everybody has done things to prep their significant others for the upcoming season. How about you, young Ben? Do you have to do that? Are you at that point in your relationship with your girlfriend where you got to be like, hey, babe, this isn't going to be the weekend because I'm...
No, she's only known me as just hunting all the time, so it's nothing different.
Okay.
I don't know. It's nothing different.
Come on, you don't do anything extra for Amy? Come on, dude. A little extra going out to dinner before the heat of the season. You're leaving this week. You come on, a little extra house chores, nothing. Don't BS me. No? I'm sorry, Amy.
Really.
I'm sorry.
Am I supposed to?
Doesn't she take like a trip or something right in the middle, like right in the rut or something?
Pre-rut. She does. She's done that yearly. I feel like in the beginning of October.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like it's your, what would you call that? It's like your honey.
Compromise.
Yeah, compromise. You're kind of like, yeah, babe, you should definitely do that because I got this coming up.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
This is a bad time. Like, I'll get a text from Sonia and she'll be like, I'm thinking about wanting to get a skirt. Yeah, babe, no problem. Order that. Like, I feel like she could ask me anything right now. As long as I can pull off the next 2 weeks of just being able to get out there and keep on hammering, I'm like, no problem. Whatever we got to do. Let's just make sure I can hunt almost every single day for the next 2 weeks. No. I know people that are listening to this have done some compromises. Don't BS me. Everyone's done a little extra for their wives, done some extra chores around the house. I even talked to Ryan over the weekend. He knows he's going to Ohio on his public land venture, and he's like, nah, dude, I'm at the house trying to get stuff done and make sure things are perfect so there's no issues. You got it. I don't know. I think you're...
Grease the wheel or something like that, right?
Yeah. All right.
Maybe I'm just a horrible person.
We're not making you out to be a horrible person.
I don't know. I'm just... Okay. I mean, what else? I don't know. It's like I'm going on a hunting trip. What do you want from me? The hell do you want from me, Graf? You know what the weird thing, though, is like, it just sucks because I went through the exact same thing the last time I went and had a Kansas tag in my pocket. Like, I get really close to the time when we're supposed to go, and it's like I start questioning, like, what the hell I'm even doing. Like, why am I doing this? I have all this money invested in leases and stands and everything here at home, and I'm literally leaving at the best time of the year to go chase public land deer in Kansas with a bunch of other a-holes. Like, and I'm getting reports from these guys that are like driving around, and he's like, there's trucks here, there's trucks there, every place I want to go. It's got a guy, so I can't even go in there and scout because there's people. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you can, right? You can, but are you just concerned to...
Well, who's going to do that? I mean, if you're an asshole, you can go walk into a piece of ground that you know somebody's hunting and go scout around. Like, but who's like, I would never do that to somebody.
No, I know, but then how are you gonna be effective? How can you effectively do your trip then? Like, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I would be better off just taking a week and staying home and hunting my lease, where I know there's $5 that I would shoot, and I have thousands of dollars invested into.
Well,
But
I'll tell you why, Justin. It's the same reason why I went to Colorado, right? Dude, it's an adventure. It's something. Listen, it was like when I had that opportunity to go and hunt in Colorado. Dude, it's about the adventure. It's about doing things different than what we can currently do around here and have been doing for years and years and years and years. Your Galena lease isn't going away. Okay, a couple bucks might fall while you're gone. Regardless, you're going to have an opportunity to hunt there when you get back. Nothing's going to change. And truly, it's about being able to do the Matt Mallard hunt. It's that going out there, knowing that your gear is totally dialed in, having a plan, putting all of your years of chasing whitetails to the test.
sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude, it is, man. It is like seeing different. Hopefully you see bigger rubs, have an opportunity at some bigger bucks. I mean, like I watched that.
I don't think anybody's under the illusion that you're going to be having. Like, that's the hard part about people that live in the Midwest. Because you're never going to go anywhere that's got bigger bucks than what we have right here. Like, I'm under zero illusion that I'm going to go anywhere other than maybe Iowa and have an opportunity to kill any bigger of a deer that I could kill right here at home.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the reality, right? When you're somebody like, you think about the guys I'm going with, they live in Texas. They live in Tennessee. They live in other places. You got Ryan in Pennsylvania that's doing these trips. Like, these guys live in places where, yeah, you're going to go to another state and have an opportunity or potentially have an opportunity of killing something bigger than what you're going to kill at home.
Sure.
For the Midwestern
All right.
Illinois guy, it's like, dude, I have multiple 150, 160 inch deer on camera.
I'll tell you what. I got a plan.
Okay.
Ben and I will go hunt your Galena lease. We'll take care of it for you, buddy.
Okay.
Ben, you want to
Have
go?
at it.
I think you and I should go there. We'll keep an eye on the place for him. We'll make sure there's no trespassers. We got you covered.
God, I don't know. You got to keep just outing me of exactly where I'm hunting. I never do that to you.
No,
God.
you're not going to be here, so we're just going to look. We're looking.
No, I'm
out
just
for you.
saying. I'll start naming exactly where you're hunting at and all of your properties.
Dude, everyone can find my stuff. I mean, it's pretty easy to find. It's not hard to find where I hunt.
Fair enough.
People have already,
Yeah, but you own the property.
I got a pretty
They can't
crazy story.
Steal it from you.
So, I told you about Sonia finding that dead deer at my house.
Yes, but you got to tell the viewers.
I was going to let you tell the story, but
Me, it's your story.
so I guess if anyone's listening to this and they hunt nearby me and you lost a deer, you might want to give me a call. Call me up on the hotline, which is
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
easy to find. Just you can look up our office number. And
Can we get a description of said deer?
it was a small 1.5-year-old deer.
Year and a half old.
Yeah,
That
I
was
got
shot.
the trail camera.
It was shot in the guts.
Yeah.
So if you are hunting near Todd and you shot a year and a half old in the guts, Todd knows where it's at.
Yes.
It's in his
I have
backyard.
your deer. I have your deer. Huh?
Holding it hostage.
No, I'm not holding it hostage. I tried to call a conservation officer. Not try. I did. I was going to move it out of my yard, but I was told I'm not allowed to. I have to leave it in my yard and let all the yotes just eat it. They did tell me I could drag it up to the curb, but I don't know how well that would look.
Curb?
Yeah, they said I can call the road commissioner. I can drag it up to the curb and leave it on the curb. I'm not sure how well that would look if there's a dead deer laying
You
in
should
my
have
neighborhood.
called the road commissioner.
The road
Find out.
commissioner? Yeah, I
should.
could have called him. I guess so.
I don't understand it though. It's not like you live on a quarter acre. You have multiple acres. Just drag the thing to the back and call it a day.
I don't want it there. I also own other areas.
Yeah, but if a
I own a
deer- but if a
dumpster. Why
deer
can't I just go
ran-
dump it in the dumpster
But
and
if a
get rid
deer
of it?
randomly died on your property from any other disease, you wouldn't or if you just found a dead deer way in the back of your place, you wouldn't think anything about it. You'd be like, oh yeah, there's a dead buck.
Okay,
laying
well,
back
this
by
one's
the
not.
thing.
This one is literally by my bird feeder.
Right, but I'm just
This
saying,
thing
drag
died
it
right-
to
I
the
mean,
back
what's
of the
the cha-
property.
I'm
What's the
going to.
problem?
I guess.
You're just complaining now.
No, it's closer to my truck. I'd rather throw it in my truck and go bring it to the hunt club.
Then
and
why
dump it
didn't
in
you
the
just
dumpster.
do it?
Because in my luck, I'd get caught going. Because, dude, then is a much bigger problem. If you get caught with an untagged deer, come on, I got a conservation officer sitting over here.
But what's the
Ben,
difference between
how
doing
bad would
that and
be?
taking the untagged deer and dragging it to the back of your property and leaving it there? Like let's just assume Ben in the green jeans gang shows up, and you got the thing in the back of the Ranger, and you're buzzing to the back of your property with it. Like,
I think that
I
it'd be
have a
worse
phone
if you
call.
brought it somewhere else. So yeah, drag
Well,
it to
and
your
I
own
did
property.
call,
well,
like,
couldn't you just call and get a salvage tag and then do whatever the hell you want with it?
Yes, that's what I should have done. I should have changed my tune. I was hoping. Anyhow, I'm sitting in the tree stand. I hear Sonia basically scream. She went out to feed the birds.
I still don't understand the scream.
Well, dude,
Why she got to scream?
because
It's
she
just a
wasn't
dead
expecting
deer.
to see. Yeah, but when you're not expecting to see that, she thought that I shot it, and it ran and it died there. And she's like, "Why am I not doing anything with it?" I'm like, "Babe, I haven't released an arrow yet. It wasn't me." And of course, my first
It's not like
words
it
are
attacked her though. I mean, like, screaming seems a little excessive. I'm just saying.
Dude, Sonia is not used to that kind of stuff. She's not me and you. You don't think Amy would be startled if she just all of a sudden just like came around the side of
She
your
would
house?
be
and
like,
was
"Oh my God, gross! There's a dead deer laying in my yard." She wouldn't start screaming.
Oh, she screamed. I didn't know what was going on. But anyhow, Ben's going to help me drag this thing during lunchtime, and we're going to get rid of this baby.
Have fun, young Ben.
Well, this way I have an accomplice. No,
accomplice, yeah.
well, I listen. Somebody can validate what I
Well, we
did.
still think Ben might be an undercover narc, so it's good
That's
to
fine
bring
if
him
he's.
with you.
I mean, I don't do anything illegal, so I don't care. I mean, I'm sure I've done something in my life, but
Don't drive around with an uncased bow, that's for sure. They'll get you for that one every time. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Got to use that Mystery Ranch case. I have been using my case like
I love that case.
like
I just love that
every
case.
time now because now I'm afraid that
Oh, you're damn right, dude. They're looking.
There's
for
a
your
target on my back, so I'm like extra like put it in the case every time I go.
Oh, dude, there's no doubt. If I was the CEO, I'd be like, I am going to catch this
For
son of a
sure.
bitch, and I am going to.
For sure.
You know,
come get
you
me.
keep saying our laws are dumb. I am going to look.
They
for
are
you.
dumb. They probably agree. I bet they agree.
I'm sure some of them agree for sure.
So
Yeah.
Is it just me? Is there something just really nice about a case that just fits exactly what you need to put in? And
Dude,
everything's
I
just,
love
like,
that case. I'm
perfect?
telling you that, guys. If you don't own that Mystery Ranch, I love that thing, dude.
It
I
is
love
nice. You know what I've been doing is I don't use the little Velcro things inside. I just take and put it in there and I tuck the cams into those like little pouches in the sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those little like elastic things.
Yeah.
You just set it right in there. I don't even take my quiver off. I just right in there.
Oh
zip
yeah,
it up,
no,
throw it
I
in the
don't.
truck.
I don't take the quiver off. I don't do.
Oh
any
yeah,
of
it's
that.
awesome.
I love it. Dude, it's just so many zippers. I just love that freaking case.
It
I
is
love
very
it.
nice. Like
I
of
believe
all
it
the
or
bow
not-
cases I've owned,
That's the best
that's
one.
my favorite for sure.
I actually last night I moved it. And I'm like,
I thought about buying
buying the
another
second one.
one.
Dude,
Yeah.
so did I. I was like, I'm gonna buy.
Because the
a
problem
second
is, like,
one.
especially when I take Joey hunting with me, we got his bow and my bow. So I have like a crappy old case that I like throw his in.
Would you change
you know?
anything in that case?
The only thing I would change is trying to figure out a way to make the little Velcro things stay in place better. They slide too easily in their
Mine
little
don't.
things. Mine do. They just like they come out too easily. When I like move them around and stuff, they just
Really?
they don't stay in place quite enough.
You bought the Mystery Ranch ones, right?
Well, they come with the.
I think I bought extra ones.
You're talking the little pouches.
Yeah,
I'm
Is that what
talking
you're
about the Velcro that holds the bow to the case.
Oh, those can come out.
That slide in
yes,
the little
yes,
thing,
Okay,
the little-
that could be.
little
Dude, you probably just take some stealth strip and put some extra stealth
Honestly,
strip.
I don't even use them. I just took them out.
Yeah,
I took them out and I put them inside that little, whatever that little. That thing is great. You're talking about the little
Those don't
zippered
move, dude.
case
Yeah, those are freaking
that you can
primo.
move anywhere. Yeah, that thing's fine. So what I did was I took my Velcro things where you like Velcro the bow into the bottom of the case.
Yeah, I get it.
I just
I know what you're
I
talking
took those
about.
out and because I
Yeah.
wasn't using them.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
checking.
only thing I don't like
All
is
right,
those things.
this is probably going to get boring for people. But if you're a bow hunter and you care about having cool shit, I'm telling you straight up.
Well, it's funny because Ben was looking for a better case, right? And he was looking for a hard case. And I was like, dude, hard cases are so expensive. They're so heavy. Like, unless you're flying somewhere, like, I just don't need that you.
And
know
honestly,
that
if you
need-
are going to fly, dude, you always will. Like you know me. You just borrow mine.
That's what I said. See? Didn't I say that? I'm like, just
say
borrow
that,
somebody's. Like, if you're going to fly, you know somebody with a hard case. Like, why
And
invest?
what's
Like,
that going to happen? Once a year?
they're like $400 or $500.
Never been out. I've
Sometimes
never flown my
$600.
bow
And the
anytime.
Like
thing
that
is,
Pelican hard case is freaking awesome. But, dude.
I own it. You borrow it. Ben, you go on a trip of a lifetime. You can borrow my case. Buddy.
Yeah. But so we were looking, I was telling Ben like what he should get for a soft case. And I was like, just buy that Mystery Ranch one. That thing is awesome. We went on Lancaster's website and we were looking at cases. And it's like, not a lot of people go leave reviews for bow cases. Let's face it. Like, it's not the most glamorous thing. That one far and away had the most reviews on Lancaster's
Which one?
website, the Mystery Ranch one.
Yeah.
And they were all positive. Like everybody said the same thing. Like this thing is awesome. So,
you might be inspiring me to buy another one. I might just.
Dude, believe me, I was like thinking
because
the
I would
other day,
be.
like, I
would
should get another one.
I would feel just terrible if they stopped making that case.
I felt the same way.
I mean, they shouldn't stop making it. Maybe there's a version 2.0. Maybe they can listen to us and do a few little teeny weeny tweaks. But
What
other
would you
than
change?
that, I think what would be cool is those Velcro pouches that you were talking about specifically. Like, you know, in the day, it'd be cool, like, if you buy, like, a camera case. Like, all those cool camera cases that you have. It'd be neat if there was Velcro inside of those so you could put a few little dividers. That'd be kind of cool. Like, if you open up that zipper, then you could put, like, some smaller things within those little cases. I think that'd be cool. But, dude, I love mine. I keep extra broadheads. I just leave them in the packages.
Yep.
You know, I love it. My arrows don't seem to get smashed up. I like everything about that case.
Yeah.
All right, I think
I'm
I've
with
done
you.
enough with that case. But I may just buy a second one. They should come out like a second color. They
That's
can
what
do
I was
some other
thinking.
things.
They should come out with like a brown. They got the green. They should have a brown.
Yeah. They should just.
Like this kind of like
I agree.
color.
I agree. Okay. I'm feeling like we should be in tree stands right now, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's November.
Um,
It looks like next week we got some cold weather coming. At least here. I haven't checked Kansas yet.
dude, what are you talking about?
Like
didn't see
down
that.
in
I
the
thought I
twen-
saw- I thought
down
I
in the
saw it.
20s.
Yeah.
Highs in the 30s, lows in the 20s next week.
Was I delusional last night?
Well, it looks like there's going to be maybe a front rolling through
Yeah, I was
this
checking
weekend.
I was checking Macomb
right?
weather, and Sunday will be a high of 44, low of 29 in Macomb. So I assume up here it'll be. Yeah, it says Sunday high of 40.
Sunday 38, 23, then we go 37, 25. Couple cold days, but then it bounces kind of back up 40s, 30s.
Okay, we're both on our phones and we're checking the weather. All right, probably should.
Isn't that what we do during hunting season though? Like how often do you check the
Trail
weather?
cameras
Way
first.
too much. Trail cameras first? Yeah,
New bucks? Anything new? Did you have a new buck? Ben?
No-
Any new bucks?
No big ones, lots of little ones.
No big ones, or no new ones, but my big ones are daylighting now.
They
So,
are. Okay.
Getting me all
I
antsy.
I don't have, but dude, listen. I think they're always daylighting somewhere, but it's when they daylight on your cameras we get all
Sure,
excited. I
sure.
mean, they have to be,
Right,
daylighting
right.
at this point right now. I mean, the does are definitely in hiding. It's amazing how I went from seeing does. It's amazing how these things can just hide. Like it's amazing how these does just go from being like, oh boy, there's 3 or 4 in that field, or maybe there's a couple, and it's just like poof, how they just all of a sudden find these. Dude, they must have underground passageways or something. They got to have something. They got something. They can just disappear. It's the freaking craziest thing.
They just don't move.
You think so? You think they're just not moving? Okay.
Yeah. I remember one year when we hunted down in central Illinois, Mike and I were together, and we're filming in the same tree together, and we had this doe. They're kind of bedding by us or kind of working up this hill from us, and she bedded down, and we could see her kind of in this raspberry thicket. And there was bucks cruising all over the place looking for her. And every time a buck would show up, dude, she would duck her head down
No kidding.
onto the ground and like lay on the ground. And then bucks would be sniffing all around. And once they left, she'd hop back up. We watched her for a couple hours do this multiple times, like to hide from them.
I was taking down I was fixing a stand that wasn't very comfortable. And dude, this buck came in. Oh my gosh. Dude, this buck acted like I never seen a buck snort at me so many. He was so pissed off and frightened that I was there. Dude, he wouldn't leave. It was worse than any doe
That's
that
the
I've
worst. When
ever
you're like,
experienced.
just leave.
Oh
like
my
you know
gosh.
I'm here. You're scared, whatever, and they just keep snorting it. It's like, dude, we get it. Everybody
Dude,
gets
I was
it.
like,
We understand.
I was literally going like, okay, you got me. I'm here. Just leave. Dude. Stop. Runs up the hill. Comes closer. I'm like, oh my gosh. Can you just get out of here? I had all my cameras off. I couldn't even like have proof of this. And he just would I was like, oh my. I'm telling you, he snorted at least 25 times. It was just like, holy cow, just get lost. I couldn't. I was so dude. He's only a 2.5-year-old. You would have thought with the noise and how obnoxious you would have been like, oh man, I just blew out the booner. Like, I mean, it was just
Think
like
so?
I don't know. I just felt that way. It was just annoying, but it can happen. All right, Justin, you leave on Friday. You're out for a great trip in Kansas. I'm looking forward to hear that. Hopefully it's more eventful than my trip to Colorado. The Colorado trip hunt was posted on YouTube. It was a fun hunt. And look at all these, dude. Dude, those cactuses, man. These things just wear you. I've still got cactus needles. I'm still picking these things out. Man, they hurt. Cactuses suck. It was a heck of a trip. I didn't miss home at all during the time that I was there, thinking about whatever deer were going on my property at the time, but it's okay. I'm home now. And
you're home for the most important.
And me and Ben got you covered while you're gone, so you have to worry about that. We'll send you photos. You just give us access to your cameras, too. You can do that so easy with this command app nowadays.
There's not much happening, so, yeah, let me know.
We can keep you updated. See, Ben's got a big smile.
The only thing I really want to get updated on is when my neighbors start whacking them all. You know, it'd be nice if you, like, just knew all of the neighbors and there was a collective agreement, like that when they shot a deer, they would tell you.
Do you think that's healthy?
I kind of have that.
I do.
In one of my spots, yeah.
I'd rather know, because then you know, like, what's left and what you're chasing and what you're not chasing. Dude, it sucks.
I just don't know if that's healthy.
It sucks chasing deer that are already dead. Like, that's no fun. This is a waste of time. I'll go do something else. Like, I'd rather know than be guessing.
What if somebody told you that they got a buck you were chasing, but they didn't actually
they'd
get
have
it?
to send me a picture of it, dude. I'm not just going to take their word for it.
Oh, okay.
Like, who doesn't send a picture in today's world?
That's kind of how it is.
Fair enough.
Hey, I shot that big 10-pointer we've been after. Okay, great. Send me a picture. No. What? What?
No,
like
you
people,
can't have it.
Dude, people can't post and send photos fast enough these days. It's the first thing they're doing, dude. That deer's not even fully dead. It's still twitching on the ground. They're taking photos and sending BBDs. You know what gets me is when I see people that post on social media, like a picture of a bloody arrow or a text that's like, I did a thing tonight, something went down or whatever. And then there's like never a follow-up because they don't
Note to self, don't do this,
because then they don't recover the animal. And I always think to myself, like, yeah, I've been there, done that. like I ain't posting anything until that deer is in my hands.
I hate the in the office for the night, like my office for the night post. You see those where it's like somebody's doing something, like obviously like for a lot of people in my social circle, it's like they're getting ready for their gig and they're on the stage doing something and they're like, oh, the office for tonight. And do you guys ever go get stuff like in the tree stand, like, oh, the office for tonight?
Tree stand selfies, big thing, Brando, in this community. We love to let people know that we are in the tree waiting on a big buck to come by.
Ben texts me. He's like, are you out? I'm like, no, I slept in.
I didn't respond because I see you post like a minute later and then you tag me as like, Ben asked me if I'm in a tree. And you're just sitting up in a tree. And I reacted at his text. And he goes, what? As if he doesn't know I didn't just see his story.
Are you out is like the equivalent of like, are you up?
Are you up? Yeah.
To hunters.
You
are
up?
you out?
The 2 a.m. you up text.
Yep.
Someone's like, are you seeing any? And I was just getting ready to get in the shower. I took a picture of the shower, the water running. I'm like, no. Well, hey, we still got
an interesting photo to take. I don't know.
It was what I was doing right at that moment.
I understand. See what I'm saying, Brandon? We can't help it. Got to send those photos always.
Hey, it's. I feel good. That's a good song, right? Come on, Brandon. You know you could rock that thing. This is it. This is go time.
I always get to this time of year and I feel like all my tree stands suck. And I need to hunt different spots. Like I always get to this time of year and I'm like, why don't I have a stand there? Why don't I have this there? Or just whatever. And I was like, I'm
going to give a shout out to another product real quick. I hung a Novix aluminum ladder stand this weekend.
I saw that. I saw that on your
is that the box in your truck
wow.
right now?
Wow.
Oh,
what?
Or is that?
Can you remove that box from me, Ben? I forgot about that. That needs to come out. Thank you.
I can.
Wow.
Okay.
Impressive. I mean, put it together within 8 minutes. Bing, bing, bing.
Okay.
Threw that thing up in the tree.
Is it like the old lone wolf ladders where it's just a ladder that basically leads up to a hang-on? Like the equivalent of a hang-on?
Yes. A lot lighter. Lighter.
To me, I don't know.
Listen, for somebody who owns property.
I love ladder stands, but I love them because, like, they're not hang-ons.
They
You know
have
what
their
I'm
purposes.
saying?
Yeah. Dude, listen.
But I feel like if it's just a hang-on with a ladder attached to the front of it,
but I don't know, man. There's just, again, maybe it's my age and a little bit of those. It's still a little bit more comfortable. You know, I mean, it's still got a little bit wider of a seat. It's pretty comfy, but there's just, I don't know. It's just more tools in your toolbox, right? There's just times where a ladder stand makes sense.
dude, I hunted out of my double ladder stand this weekend, and it was like sitting on a sofa. I was just like, oh my God, there's so much room for activities up there. Like, I could literally sit on the seat and just set my entire backpack next to me. Like,
Justin's sitting in a tree with his arm
dude,
around his backpack.
I was like, I had my legs kicked out. I was like, oh, this is great. I didn't see any deer. So at least I was comfortable for the 5 hours I was up there. I did also do an all-day, I guess you could call it an all-day sit. I never went back to my truck in my saddle this weekend for the first time. I got down and
We saw you eating your Lunchables.
I moved. It wasn't a Lunchable.
Looked like a Lunchable.
It looked like a Lunchable, but it was a different brand. I don't know. I got
Healthier
it
brand?
Got it at Costco.
Less processed.
Probably not. Okay. I mean, maybe. Could have been. Greenfield, maybe, was the brand. I don't know.
Sounds healthier.
I bought like a 5 or 6 pack of them at Costco.
They use the word green. It must be healthier.
Of course, yeah. Absolutely. I think it said something about uncured, no antibiotics or hormones or nitrates or nitrites. I don't even know.
You look healthier.
It was okay.
Okay.
But, yeah, so I sat like 5-ish hours in my saddle, and then I tore everything down and moved 40 yards because that's where I kept seeing all the deer going, and I was like, oh my God, I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to sit here tonight and not move, and I'm going to watch more deer walk in the same spot that I've watched them walk the last 2 days. So I moved and then didn't see any deer. So it did not change the outcome or result. And the only tree that I could get into was a shagbark hickory, which is the absolute worst tree known to man to hang anything.
Ben's just learning his trees,
especially when you're like, especially when you're trying to get a lineman's belt up and down that thing, and it's getting caught on every piece of freaking bark. It was just a disaster. But then I got up there and I spent like another 5 hours in my saddle, so I think like 10 hours in the saddle.
That's
in
a lot
day.
of saddling.
And I was trying to kind of dial in my public land system for next week as far as like cameras go, and not like screwing things into the tree. Like, how am I going to get away with my strap and cameras and everything?
No screw-ins.
Yeah. Not to say that people don't do it all the time. I mean, everybody, let's
sure.
just be real. I hate when you're like, yeah. So this was one I wanted to talk about on last week's podcast that I totally forgot about.
Dude, last week, what the hell? That's, you guys, screw both of you guys. What? You had a fun week.
Did we?
Freaking Clinton Foss's 204-inch buck, which is going to be a video that's going to be phenomenal. Mike Willen killing a 10-year-old buck. Damn, you guys had some stuff to talk about. That was some good stuff.
But anyways, so I saw a post online, and somebody said something to the extent of, you should look, if you shoot a doe, you should look for that doe to try to recover it.
Why would you
as if it was a 150-inch deer. You should give them the same amount of effort as if it was a 150-inch deer. And every post on there was just a bunch of guys virtue signaling about absolutely blah, 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 blah. And I'm over here going, you guys are all so full of shit. Like, I don't care what anybody says, dude. Everybody is looking for a 150 way harder than they're looking for a doe. I don't care. You can tell me I'm a horrible person, a horrible hunter, whatever. This is the truth. This is the honest to God truth. Guys will look for days and days and days, even after they know the meat is spoiled, because they want to recover the rack. Nobody's doing that for a doe. Period. End of story. Bottom line, to use Todd's phrase. And there was hundreds of comments on there of people.
He's serious now.
Just the virtue signaling was enough to just make me puke. Everybody's saying, absolutely, that's what I would do. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm over here like, dude, you guys could say all you want. Nobody
is hiring a tracking dog.
Is hiring a tracking dog just to go look for a doe or a drone or any of these other things. You're right. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. Does are a dime a dozen. There's a lot of them out there, and they all look the same. There aren't a lot of 150-inch bucks out there. So, yeah, you can't just go shoot another 150. So, sorry. I'm not saying that people are going to take a bad shot or not look or not do a reasonable amount of due diligence to go find a doe.
That's really fired him up.
Dude, it's just like, it annoys me because it's the internet at its worst, right? Of everybody just pretending like they're so virtuous, and they would absolutely do that if they were in that situation. Get lost. Pound sand. You're all liars. Every one of you.
Whoa.
Sorry. I wanted to say that on last week's podcast.
Are you all right?
It was all pent up inside of me.
I only saw that post this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it last week. So I was like, you guys are all full of shit. Every one of you that came on here and said, I would absolutely spend 3 days going pounding through the woods in all of my best spots during the middle of the rut to try to find a doe. Like, no, you wouldn't. Nobody wouldn't. Why do they even say that? So what? Everybody that reads it's like, oh, Todd, you're such a great person.
Well,
Your
why
morals.
did you get
I'm
me
just
in the
using
vibe? Don't
you as
get
an
me.
example.
I'm just trying to be.
It could be a different Todd.
Holy Toledo!
Like, oh my God, you're so virtuous. You're the best guy. Your
Oh,
ethics.
okay.
Oh.
Let's think good. Let's think positivity here, Justin. You're
just
going on a
saying.
great vacation. You're going to be ready to rock and roll.
Am I though?
Yes, you have trained for this. You're going to smoke a great beer.
Trained for this. So speaking of smoking, well, I'll tell you a good story about this. So there's 4 of us going on this trip together.
Who do we got?
Matt Mallard, Tyler Barron, myself, and Tyler Barron's friend, Chris.
Okay.
So Matt Millard's already there. Chris is already there. Tyler's actually already there. But Mallard and Chris showed up earlier. They showed up maybe Friday or Saturday. They showed up in Kansas.
I've
right?
seen their posts of like how they're rigging their trucks to sleep in. What are you doing?
We got an Airbnb for
You're
when
a
I get
smart
there.
guy. Oh, for the whole group.
Yeah, all 4 of us got an Airbnb. Now, they were all doing different things. I think Chris and Tyler were getting an Airbnb together for this week, like leading up. Our Airbnb is not till like Saturday or something like that. Millard, I think, was just bopping around and sleeping in his truck and doing whatever. In any case, so they both show up, and you know Millard, right? So based on last year's Iowa video, you get a good idea of, he's got multiple weeks to hunt. He spends a really lot of time scouting ahead of time, right? So he's driving to all these different pieces. He's covering. So in Kansas, when you apply for a unit, right? And then you also get to apply for an adjacent unit, right? So you get your main and then your secondary. So you get 2 units to cover.
Okay.
Right? So Matt's basically like, I'm going to cover as much as I can in these 2 units. And they're big, right? I mean, it could be 2 hours of driving from one end to the other,
that's
right?
cool.
So he's like,
Good
marked a
information.
bunch of stuff on a map and said, I want to go scout these places. So he's just scouting. So Chris shows up. Chris is going to do some scouting as well, So he's driving around. Of course, it's Saturday morning. November 1st is when he's there, right? So what do you think? Like, dude, there's people hunting everywhere, right? Everywhere he goes, there's trucks parked, and of course, like, you've got waterfowl hunters, you got upland hunters, deer hunter, like guys doing everything. And he's like, man, most of the places I want to go check out had trucks parked in them. So I just kept going. And he goes, I was going to the spot that I wanted to check out. And he approaches this spot and 2 does run across the road. And he looks behind him and there's this big ass buck chasing these does, right? And he takes a video of it with his phone and he sends it to our group. So we have a group chat for the 4 of us that are going to Kansas.
Yeah,
and he's like, dude, I just got to Kansas. He's like, look at this deer I saw run across the road. It's like a 150. I don't know. It's a good deer. And so he's like, well, it ran into this walk-in piece that I want to check. He's like, so I'm going to go walk in there and see what the place looks like. So he walks in there and he's like, dude, this place is just littered with buck sign. He's like, there's scrapes all over the place, and whatnot. Yeah. So he's like, you know what? I don't normally do this, but he's like, I'm going to hunt here tonight. He's like, I would normally just keep scouting. He's like, but there's a ton of fresh buck sign in here. I saw a good buck run in here. Nobody's parked here. Like, I'm just going to run in and hunt. So, and this was Saturday, my long saddle day. And I don't know, 4 o'clock or something, 5 o'clock, phone starts buzzing. And he's like, dude, I can't believe it. I rattled in 4 bucks and I shot the biggest one of the bunch.
No way.
And he starts sending us pictures, and dude, it's like a 150. He's like, I've been in Kansas for 4 hours.
Wow.
It's like the first place where he got out of his truck and went in there.
Wow.
And kills a freaking dandy.
And earlier in this podcast, you were just complaining. Dude, I mean, that sounds amazing.
That's the deer he killed.
Dude, that's fantastic. Great. I mean, good for him.
Yeah, and he smoked it. So Chris, I'm sure he'll send his trophy photo in.
Now, is Chris going to hang around and be like assist and help, or you think he's
Dude,
going home?
If I was him, I'd get the hell out of there and I'd go somewhere else. Now, he sent a picture this morning
So he's still there? Is he hunting? Or
Yeah, he's trying to shoot a doe. He's like, yeah, I saw this little guy this morning, this little spike. And everyone's like, dude, are you still there? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I would have bailed the hell out of there and got somewhere where I had a gun tag. Or
a gun tag? Whoa! You heard it right here on
a buck tag.
A gun tag, Justin. It's a little
It's called a slip of the tongue, Todd. You may have heard of it.
He's throwing the bow in. All right.
No. So, anyways, yeah. Matt is still scouting around, said he hasn't seen anything super, super exciting. But Matt's definitely one of those guys where, like, he's going after, like, a big deer. Like, he wants to find a big deer. A big, mature. Like,
that's freaking
Tyler
cool.
Barron and I are like, dude, the first good 3-year-old that runs in front of us getting whacked. And I'm going home. But Matt's like, I'm trying to find something, big, special deer.
Hey, I'm voting for you. I'm always voting for you. I hope that you go out there.
I didn't know there was a vote, but thank you. Vote for Czar.
Rooting.
Oh,
sorry.
Got it.
It was a slip of
I'll
the
take
tongue.
your vote. I'll take your vote.
Well played, Todd. Well played.
I'm rooting for you. I think you're going to have a great time. And I think, and I told you guys this, part of the reason why I sold my other farm was because I want to put myself in a position to where when when you own a farm and you put all that energy in it and then you have these other opportunities come up, whether it's even you, like with a hunting lease, you do start to feel like, why did I do this? Why am I going to Kansas when I have deer here that I want to shoot? And it's because you got to do other things in life. You got to expand. You want to explore. You want to see and do other things. So it's part of the reason.
I don't know. I kind of just want to kill deer. And I feel like I
know,
have a
but you
better
can't
chance
get them
of
sitting on
doing
the.
that.
You can't get one sitting on the couch or doing podcasts.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't
going
to hunt. I'm just saying there's a much higher likelihood of me shooting a deer if I took a week to go hunt on my lease than
you will. But
driving
there's a
10
higher
hours.
likelihood too of the feeling that you're going to get hanging out with the guys that you mentioned, being in a different state, seeing different terrain, seeing different. Dude, honestly, it just kind of like for me when I got back from Colorado, dude. A, it makes me appreciate what I have more. B, it
that trip sucked. I'm going home. This is way better.
No, it gives you a different appreciation of what you're doing, and it gives you an appreciation of what I was doing out in Colorado. And I don't know, dude. It's fun. It's fun to do different things. I think you're gonna have a great time. So again, I think you're gonna get out there and it's fun, and you're gonna have a great time. So good information. Can't wait to hear an update on this.
We'll see.
As I told you, Ben and I got you covered. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of your spots.
Dude, why would you want to go to my spots? Ben's got way better spots and bigger deer than I've got. Why the hell would Ben want to go to my spot?
Something about just sitting in a Justin Czar stand.
Maybe you'll have better luck than I've had in them.
All right. Anyhow, it is November what is it? Is it the 2nd today?
3rd.
It's the 3rd.
November 3rd today.
Gosh. Okay. November the 3rd. Ben, what are your plans? Make it quick. We're wrapping this podcast up.
Heading down south this weekend. Actually going to do at least one all-day sit. I know I said that last time, but I just kind of had just made plans with friends, whatever. But I am going to try to all-day sit. I have big deer in daylight.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on sitting all day when I did.
What'd you say?
I wasn't planning on sitting all day. It's just kind of like I was
sometimes
there and I
the
was
day
like,
I mean, sometimes you get to a stand, you're just like, oof. When I went to the stand that I went to, that I told you was just hellacious to get to. Like I had food, I had water, I had enough gear to where if it was rocking,
yeah,
I was. And
I had a Lunchable and a thermos of coffee, and that was it. But
that wouldn't be enough for me. I like to eat a little bit more food than that. But, yeah, I this time of the year I plan now in my brain. Like if I get in a spot and it's good and it's happening, I'd rather know that things are taken care of where I can just stay. But I can tell you one thing, wow. The older you get, it gets harder to do all those all-day sits. I'll tell you that right now. The saddle thing all day for me would be tough. I'm just with the condition of my leg.
Yeah,
and my back.
wanted to. I will say my knees and my feet. I didn't have anything where I could like get in the seated position. I didn't have knee pads or anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I just could never get comfortable like sitting. So like standing all day like that with that pressure on my knees, definitely my knees were getting sore by the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
The other thing that I would say if I'm going to do another one of those longer sits is I'll bring my platform that has like the tapered, beveled, whatever the edge that fold kind of goes down, because I feel like those hot spots on my feet were just where I was on the edge of the platform. I feel like that having that other platform. But again, I wasn't planning on staying all day, but I had midday movement on my trail cameras. It was a nice day. I was like, God, if I leave, I wanted to move 40 yards. I'm like, do I want to walk through all of this, go all the way back to the truck, let my wind blow all through this area where the deer might come from, and then come back? I was like, for what? Like I'm already here. I'm like, I can get down out of the tree, stretch a little bit, move over. The only thing that sucked is I dumped all my stuff out of my saddle pouches that I didn't think I was going to need just because I was trying to lighten some weight.
Yeah.
And I left my damn saws like an idiot in the truck. And the last thing I will say was this weekend was my first opportunity to use that tethered saw as a pole saw. And it was amazing.
You guys got.
That's the only one. It's the only
never
one.
got one.
Justin.
What's it called? The saber saw.
Saber.
The only thing that I feel like they should
needed that
change
this
on that,
weekend.
they got to lighten that saw up. It's heavy. It's a heavy duty saw. But I will say, dude, it worked phenomenal. I used it in the dark because I did a hang and hunt in the dark in the morning in a tree I've never hunted before. I just picked it in the dark and climbed my ass up there, and I used one of my bright ass lights to kind of like shine around. And I was like, oh, I need to cut that branch right there, but I couldn't get to it.
That would just feel so backwards to me. Like I'm just, I'm in there with my red light.
Well, because you're a weirdo.
Gosh, dang, jeez.
I'm just telling you, the red light, white light debate is the dumbest. It might be dumber than mechanical broadheads debate.
It might be, but I just that feeling of just
I understand.
having
it's all
a
in
big
your head.
light. You're right, dude. I mean, there's roads that drive by. There's lights going. I mean, it's not a big deal. You're 100% right, but it just feels backwards. It just feels backwards to me. For me, like an execution of a good morning hunt is that one where you can get in and you finally sit down. You're like, okay, I didn't spook a bunch of shit getting in here, at least that I'm aware of.
Spooking any more deer. Dude, I just trounced through the woods where there was freaking no wind either Friday or Saturday morning. It was dead calm. The leaves were crunchier than hell. Dude, whatever you spooked is long gone. I just freaking got to my tree, hung everything, made noise doing that. There isn't a deer within 150 yards of me right now, nor do I care if there was, because my plan is to hunt deer that are coming in there, not ones that are already there. When I walk in,
the one you want to kill is there.
There's nothing you can do about that. You're going to spook them one way or another, right? But if I'm shining a light 20 yards around my stand, dude, there ain't no deer.
Anyhow, you used the new saw and it worked well.
It was awesome. I found a brand. The hardest part was just finding a long enough branch to use. As I'm looking around with my headlamp trying to find there's one, and then I cut it. And I had my little clippers, so I clipped all the little things off of it, and I attached it on there and worked as a pole saw. I was like, God, I'm so glad I have this thing. It worked awesome.
The difference of having a lane to shoot,
and it was my main lane.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, there was a scrape 12 or 15 yards below me, and it was like, I can't shoot to that scrape if I don't get this. How did you find the
scrape in the dark?
I knew it was there because I found it when we were walking around looking for Joey's deer that he shot.
Okay. So you in your brain knew where you wanted to be.
Well, I wanted to be there anyways because it's just a good spot to hunt. Dude, I've been hunting this property for 15 years. Not like I didn't know the property. It just so happened that there was a scrape there.
All right. Well, boy, oh boy, I felt like this was a sponsor. But these are all good things we talked about. So I need me one of those saws.
You better text Greg, Ernie, somebody.
Are they out? They sell out of those things?
I don't know. I'm sure they can get you one. You're Todd Graff.
Okay. I'll get on that. All right, guys, with that being said, if you have not already sent us your trophy photos, please do. We'll always love getting those things. We've got a weekly update to be able to catch up on Justin's hunts from this weekend, my hunt, the last 2 or 3 days. I've seen some good activity. Definitely bucks are moving. I passed on a really super nice deer.
Ben, would you have shot that deer that he passed? How old do you think he is? Is he 3 or 4?
I think he's 3.5, Justin. I really do. Justin, listen, he was on my hit list. He really was. And then
going into the season.
He was, yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
He was. And then I just, gosh, he's just not what I want. I have a lot of those on the wall, and I don't, that's not the deer I want. He's not the one I want. And I'm just like, what?
That's okay.
It was a cool hunt. I mean, I picked him up earlier in the day. He went out. I did a couple of grunts. He turned. He came in. What you'd expect a typical buck to do too. I was hoping he'd do this, but no, he wanted to get downwind from me. But I was up high on a ridge, and my scent was just going like this, and he was down, and he came right in. Right? I mean, it was perfect. I mean, I had him dead to rights. I mean,
it's funny that you talk about like him circling downwind when you called, because I was having this conversation with Joey yesterday. We were driving, we had to go to some sports stuff, and we were driving, and I was talking to him about calling deer, and I was like trying to explain to him like he literally thinks deer hunting is like a video game, right? He plays Hunter Call of the Wild, and it's just like he just calls all the time, and then animals show up, or you see an animal and you call to it. And I was like, you got to understand, like in the real world, like what are you trying to simulate, right? Another deer. You're trying to, if you're a buck and you're grunting, like you're trying to get him to think there's another buck and why does he want to come over there? He wants to fight. Okay. Teaching him to just like look at their mannerisms and their body language and what they're doing, and knowing
good information.
When to call and when not to call. But I was trying to tell him, like, you have to understand wind direction when you're calling to a deer. Like sometimes, like if you call to a deer, what's the deer going to do? It's going to stop and it's going to look. And obviously it's not going to see a deer unless you have a decoy. So the first thing it's going to want to do is confirm what it heard and what's over there. So it's going to try to get downwind of you every time. Regardless. So like for me, if it's questionable, if that deer can easily wind me before it gets to my position, I don't even call to it. But Joey's just like, dude, he sees a deer and that grunt calls out faster than you know what to do with. But that's how you also learn.
I know, leave him alone. Like I just think of those early day hunts, and I was that way. I was calling.
We all were that way, but it doesn't stop me from trying to explain to him and get him to think through the process of calling, why we do it, how, when, like when you should or shouldn't call. So, but it's just interesting that, like you say, that buck did that, because that's exactly what I told Joey.
Yeah.
If they don't see anything, they're going to circle downwind of you.
Oh yeah, he did.
And if circling downwind of you brings them close enough for a shot before he gets your wind, great. But if it's questionable, if he's already like walking this way, my wind's going like this, and he's walking this way, dude, I ain't calling to him, because all he's going to do is like, okay, I'm just going to keep walking the same way I was going.
Right.
Boom, you're busted, and off he goes.
Yeah, this week where they're willing to do it kind of happens, and then I think everyone's rattling and everyone starts grunting, and I think they start getting a little shy of it if they start getting busted. But anyhow, guys, good luck. Send us your trophy photos. We always like to have them. We definitely got the big buck roundup that Ben's been putting up on Instagram. Those are some big bucks that have been harvested. Ben, I sent you a friend of mine.
I have not made it.
You'll make it, Justin.
Was it your friend Todd?
Yeah, he got a nice buck.
I saw that.
So I just make sure you get that one in there. Please send us your photos. Always love looking at different bucks from different areas. I just think it's freaking cool as all heck. And hopefully, Justin, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to score on one ourselves. So with that being said, Bowhunt or die, get out there.
It's time to kill a 130. It's time to find me a Jay-Z buck. That 130-inch 3-year-old.
How about you, Ben? What do you
Pile
shooting?
them up.
Whatever makes me shake at the knees.
You got to remember, Ben's already filled a tag, so he can be a little bit pickier with his second tag.
Ben's not picky. He's ready to go.
Passing bucks that I'd probably shoot my first
Ben's
tag.
passed a few decent bucks.
Cool. All right.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone. Smoke one.